Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. We're back over on the test server because the update has just dropped and we're going to have to unpack a few things. The first of which being the signature item changes to those 4 heroes. Now this was an absolute pain. I was going through, like, they just need to make it so that you can see signature items here. Just let me see what the signature items are, because I was going through chat. I was clicking on everyone's portrait trying to find them. I found 3 of them, couldn't find Golfo. Thankfully the people on Discord had got the information out there. So big shout out to Sorrowin from Discord. Checked up and had the image there. So we can check these out now. So what I'm actually going to do is jump over to my normal server account over here, and as you can see, once again, I'm trying to find these signature items because I don't have all of them. I'm going through my friends and then clicking on their heroes to check it. So there was 4 changes. They were Kaz, Fawkes, Golfo, Raine. All look like buffs except for Kaz, who is a buff if it's a shorter fight, shorter than 40 seconds. It's a nerf if it's a longer fight because it doesn't last as long. We'll go into it in a bit. First one we're going to look at is Raine. So I'm going to pop the new ones up on screen here. So we'll jump into this one and pop hers up on screen now. So hers is a big buff. Basically, what used to happen was, I don't know if this is a wording because I never really tested it too closely, but the one on the left, which is the old version, is that she would recover health or energy. I don't know if it was both all the time, but the new one does say health and energy, so that's really nice. It didn't really specify how often they recover and all that stuff. In the new one, it says every 2 seconds equal to 30% of Raine's own recovery rate, which is nice. And then the level 10 upgrade, it goes up to 50% instead of 40%, which is nice. And then the great thing about this one is that the new changes, whenever Raine or the ally she's locked onto uses their ultimate ability, both her and her ally will receive a shield that is able to reduce damage equal to 100% of their own attack rating, and that gets buffed up to 180. Now, I can see this being really cool when you're using Raine and Rosaline in the same team, because you'll be able to be using a lot of ultimates because of that Rosaline buffing that same hero, but then also you're getting the shields all the time. I don't know, it could have a synergy, we could see how it works. But yeah, it's definitely a buff. Raine isn't the best hero in my opinion. She does have that good ultimate, which is handy, but the fact that she's getting that extra shielding in effect, I feel like she may be usable in campaign now. Mine is that mythic, so maybe I'll test her out again and we'll see. But that is Raine. When we move on away from her, the next one that we are going to look at is the next hero I see, which is going to be Fawkes. So Fawkes here, he had an absolute trash ability. Like, I really didn't like Fawkes' ability. His new one is absolutely amazing. So what he used to do was, if he removed the debuff of an ally that was preventing their allies from using their ultimate abilities, well, let's go here. It was so bad I didn't even know. They'll have their defense rating increased by 8%. They're like, really, like, if they had something that was preventing them from using their ultimate, it was really like gimmicky. So what it's changed to is raises the defense rating of all allied heroes by 5% for 5 seconds if they possess more than 60% of their max energy. Affected allies are also impervious wording to control abilities. Now, we'll have to wait and see how this actually plays out and how it works. If you just sit there with 100% energy, does that mean you're going to be like infinitely immune, or is it you have to be below? I'm tipping it's going to be you have to be below 60%, hit 60%, then you get it for 5 seconds, but then you'll have to go above 60% from below. So it means you'll have to use your ultimate, get it back up, and then once you get above that 60, it'll be there. But really, really nice. Being immune to control abilities for 5 seconds, yeah, that's really nice. Plus the defense buff, can't complain with that. And then skill ups, goes up to level 20 with 40% defense increase, which is nice. And then the 31 increasing haste for 8 seconds is also really nice. So everything about this is now amazing. Fawkes, absolutely amazing. He was already good, like, ignoring how bad his signature ability used to be. He was an amazing hero. Now he's just even better. So that is a great one. I love that change to Fawkes. Really going to make him a better hero. Jumping on from that into the next one, which will be, if we can find her, Kaz. So Kaz's one is an interesting one. So we'll put hers up now here. So what it used to be was she used to gain dodge throughout the battle and then lose it when she dodged and then gain it and keep stacking it up type thing. Whereas now she gains a bunch of dodge, but she also gains crit rate at the start of the battle, and then it gradually decreases throughout the fight. You don't get the gaining back of it. But hey, it's a 40 crit increase and 100 points of dodge, which is a lot. So if you're going into, like, I feel like in most cases, this is definitely going to be beneficial. Most cases, you're not looking at a long fight. You're looking at something, you know, if you can get into a winning position in the first 20 seconds where she's only lost half of those bonuses, you're looking pretty good. So I do think this is going to be beneficial. I haven't used Kaz that much to know exactly, but it does look good. And then also, the level 20 and level 30 are increasing her chances to avoid magical damage as well, and she can get up to a maximum of 50% chance to avoid magical damage, which is really nice. So I definitely think I consider this an all-round buff. On longer, maybe for if you use her in Soren or something, it may be considered a bit of a nerf, but all round, like I think it's a good change. I like the way you just come in and you're just completely OP from the start of the fight, and then you drop off a little, but hopefully by the time you drop off, you've won anyway, so it doesn't matter. So the last one that we have to look at, and this is the one that I had so much trouble finding, and thanks to Discord for having the information up there, and that is going to be Golfo. So let's have a look at this. Golfo, let's get that up, and this is a massive buff as well. This one is pretty decent. So used to be increases the effectiveness of shields by 15%, then goes up to 25%, and if your shield was that was created doesn't get burst, basically, it's going to turn into energy, restores up to 200 energy, which now that skill up, that second skill up is the same, but now it's increased to 250 energy. And then his old level 30 skill up was 40% effectiveness of shields. Now he gets at base 50% effectiveness of shields, which is amazing. And when in shield state, this is his new level 30 upgrade, Golfo will recover 5% of his max health every second. This is huge. I feel like this is really, really nice because Golfo, from what I've heard from people who are using him later game, his problem was that he was just a bit squishy. Now that at base he gets, when I say at base, at level 10, which is fairly easy to get, he gets 50% effectiveness from shields. The big one for him is going to be the level 30 upgrade. So he will require a lot of investment to work well, but that level 30 giving him 5% of his max HP every second is going to be pretty big because he gets to his ultimate, pops that. If he can hang on for 2 seconds, it's still 10%. Like, you know, if he's shell shocking and he's stunning people with his hammer and stuff, you know, you could last that for 5 seconds. That's 25% heal without even needing a healer. It's not bad. Plus, you got to consider the fact that that shield is going to be beefier, so you know he may even last the duration. So, I definitely think that's a great one as well. Really, really. I really do enjoy all those changes to all those signature abilities. Like I said, the Kaz one, you might find some situations where it's not as good, but overall, I definitely think it's a great change for everyone, and they're all been buffed. Even though Fawkes, I don't think needed a buff, I definitely think I'll take it. I'll have to build him more prominently on one of my accounts. It's just, you know, I like going for a Thalia in the arena shop, so that is going to be those. Now, the other one that a lot of people are going to want to know about that came from the update, I can't actually get it on mine. You must have to already have the first purchase to get it. But once again, on Discord, the people had the answers for us. And let's just look at it. So this is that, let's just slide it down a bit maybe. Thank you to Vortez who posted this image. So this is that new pack that they said, you know, if you've already spent, you'll get it retrospectively. And it's a free Lucius. Sounds awesome, doesn't it? Until you read the fine print. So the RM $419.99 equates to about $100 US. So spend $100 US in a single purchase to receive a Lucius. Lucius ain't worth $100. You ain't getting that from me. Like, that is... you know, come on, you're making enough money as is. Can we just like make this like a free Lucius to everyone? Like, I get it. So this is my feel. Like, the thing about stuff like this is I just feel like it gets too many people upset about the fact that it's a pay to win thing. For me, I don't care. I just go, that's too expensive for a Lucius. I'm not going to buy it. However, I do know that the overall vision that people get of stuff like this. So I just feel like making something like this, you know that people are going to get upset about it, and that's all I don't want. I don't know. Like, it's good to reward paying players because they're the ones funding the game, funding development. All these things that they're always iffy. Like, I just make it a little bit cheaper so people, maybe someone's early game, they go, oh, I'll buy the advancement rewards and that'll get me the Lucius. I don't know. It just seems like $100 is a bit steep for it. But once again, if you're paying, you do deserve to get something for your money. But it's just the way a lot of people will react to this, I know will be just complete rage. But just try and look at it is, if you don't want to spend $100 for a Lucius, just don't get the Lucius. Just keep putting him in your wish list and not summoning him. It's fine. But that is that one. I had to cover that. Just try not to get too hung up on it. Just keep playing the game and progressing because, it wasn't there before. Now it's just the spenders get something else to play with. But $100 definitely a bit too steep in my opinion. The last thing we're going to cover is, we can take that off screen now. The last thing we're going to cover is Rigby is now in the game. So let's have a look at his animations and let's go test hero. I do like the look of these animations. So you can see he's getting that stacking buff on top of him. You can see the cups on top of his head. It's really nice. That ultimate looks absolutely amazing. I really do like this is a guy I really do want to pull. I'm saving up summons on my Gwyneth account, which is going for light bearers. I think I'm at like 30 faction scrolls. So we're going to add him to the wish list when the update comes, and we're going to do some big summons and try and get him because I'm still fairly early in that account where it would be useful. And he just looks like a lot of fun. So I can watch this guy for days. It's just so cool. And then he gets his healing, gets his haste buff. I feel like he's going to be a really strong hero. And yeah, looks cool. So hopefully we can pull a few copies of him and make him useful on that account. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. It is super late because I waited up for the patch to go live. So you're probably not going to get any edits in this one. We're probably just going to upload it because my computer's slow and edits take like 40 minutes to render. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Like I said, some good buffs coming in there. Rigby looks awesome. The pack's a bit expensive. Too much for a Lucius, but hey, that's what it is. So thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.